Hey everybody, Jason here with another Sendy tutorial, and today I wanted to go over how to make a simple template using Canva and Sendy. So let's get started. Alright, so if you take a look here, I'm in my main Sendy account, my client account that I would like to use, which is mine. And I am going to use all templates. I'm going to create a new template. So for this example, I'm going to do brew sample YouTube video number 2 because I created the first one a couple minutes ago so I could do this video smoothly. And next we're going to add in the main components of any email template. So I like to start with everything centered. And the very first line I'm going to have on my email templates is always view in browser. And then I'm going to push a hard enter. Next, I really like to put all my emails inside of a table, and just a simple one box table will do. So to enter that table, you're going to click right here in the tables box. I like to do one row and one column. I leave my headers at 1. I do my border size at 0 so it's invisible. My width stays at 500. My cell padding I always make 0 so you don't see anything. And my alignment, which is important, is center. If you're crafty and you know some HTML, you can go into advanced and set up some other style sheets and things like that. But for this being super simple, this is my basic setup. So now I have a table. I'm gonna center my cursor inside that table, and now I'm gonna insert an image that I've created on Canva. So if you look at my Canva account here, I've made a simple like brewery image. I figured we'll do like a brewery template. The really important thing to remember when you're using Canva to make your email templates is I recommend using a size of 550 pixels wide. It can be any length that you want, but the width is very important because people are most likely going to be viewing this email on their mobile phone. So again, 550 pixels wide is what I shoot for. Any length that you would like to do that works for your email template in particular. So once you've created your template, and I usually use a JPEG file because it's a little smaller and easier to load on Sendy itself, so it'll make your emails load faster. And I usually do the quality down to about 50%, which really doesn't take away from the quality of the image at all. All right, so now that I've downloaded my email template image, I'm gonna go back over to Sendy, and I'm gonna upload that image to my template. Select the file, click send to server. Make sure your width is 550. For some reason you didn't do that, correct it here. If you would like to make this image a link, just simply click link here, put in your URL, and then typically you're going to open that URL in a new window. But you have the options of it just opens up. If you do non-set, it's just going to open it in the same window, which takes them away from their email. A new window, the topmost window, the same window, or a parent window. I usually do a new window. I think that's best practice. All right, so there I have my view in browser line, my image. I'm gonna click to the right of my image here, press just a single enter, and it's gonna bring me below the table that I created. Now if I scroll back up, I'm gonna center that again. And I'm gonna put in the footer of my email, the footer details of my email. To follow best practices for spam rules, it's always best to have your company name, address, phone number, and an unsubscribe link in the footer of all of your emails. So this is exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm going to do Holyoke Marketing Company. I'm going to do 164 Race Street, and then a hard enter. Click here to unsubscribe. And just a quick note, the way that I make these lines so close together without the gaps is I hold down shift and press enter. Rather than just doing a hard enter, it'll give me a space there. All right, so now we're starting to look like an email template. You can kind of take a look here. If you want to do a preview, you click preview, you can see it in the browser. So what we need to do now is make these links that we did, make these actually work. So if you scroll down to the bottom here, you can see that there's a couple shortcuts. The shortcuts that we're going to use are the web version link and the unsubscribe link. So this is exactly what you're going to type into the URL, the other URL option. And I'll show you what I mean by that right now. So for the view in web browser link, we highlight what we want to do. We'll push link. The protocol is going to be other. We're going to do an open bracket. This is web version, one word, close bracket. Press OK. Now that's linked. Now we're going to do our unsubscribe link. And again, our unsubscribe link is unsubscribed. So we're going to go back up here, highlight our text that we want to turn into the link, click the link button, go to other, an open bracket, unsubscribe, close bracket, push OK. All right, So now we have the view and browser link. That's there so in case people can't view the email image inside of their email service provider, if for some reason it might be blocked by some kind of firewall or something or other. So this is convenient to have in case they can't view the image. And then an unsubscribe link is pretty self-explanatory. If they click this link, it unsubscribes them from your list. Okay, so we have our basic email template here that we've created. If you want to quickly view what it's going to look like, you can open it up in a new tab right there. I like the way it looks, so I'm going to process this a little more and show you what I typically do. So I'm going to save this template. Now the brew sample YouTube 2 is what we're going to do. We're going to use this template in an email. So now it brings over the template that you created into a campaign to send out to your list. So back to the basics. If you haven't watched any of my other videos, we have the subject line, we have the from name, we have the from email and the reply email, and we have the plain text version of this email. So my template has been loaded. I like the way that it looks. I'm going to do save and next. And before sending your email, you get to check on a couple things to make sure everything works. So what I like to do is open it up, right click, open it up in a new tab so I can view what the web version looks like. And then I check to make sure everything works that I set up. So obviously the view and web browser works. We just used it. I linked this to Google, so let's make sure that works. It doesn't, so let's see why. So we're gonna go back to edit newsletter, select the image, click link again. Oh, you can see that it was set as other. So now it's gonna be a secure link, www.google.com, and press OK. Now we're gonna go to save and next. It's actually still open in this browser, so you can refresh this browser. Now click it, and now it opens up a new tab to google.com, which is what we told it to do. So that works. And then your unsubscribe link. So if you can go ahead and give that a test, and Sendy tells you that your unsubscribe link is working properly. So if you really want to triple check everything, go ahead and send yourself a test email. And you can see my email is right here. So I'm going to click it open in my Gmail account, and it's loading the way that I chose to load it. If I want to view it in browser, make sure that works. And if I want to do unsubscribe, this is also a test link, so it won't unsubscribe me from anything. On this newsletter preview page, you can also check out what it looks like on a mobile screen. So like I said, I like to always test it at about 600 pixels. That's about a good range for most smartphones these days. And you can see exactly what it's going to look like. Let's say they had a 300 pixel wide phone. You can see that it's going to be chopped off, and that's not going to work. And a 600 wide phone looks good. There's no menu bars. It looks like the way it should look. Once you're satisfied with everything in your template, select the list that you would like to send it to, and then send your newsletter now. I find it very convenient to use Canva when I'm creating these templates in Sendy. If you don't yet have a Canva account, there's a link in the description below. It is an affiliate link. I'd appreciate the support. It supports this channel, helps me make more videos. If you don't have Sendy yet, there's also an affiliate link for Sendy below. That also supports the channel. And all the links that are always in my descriptions are at no cost to you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe today. If you have any questions in particular about Sendy or anything about digital marketing, feel free to reach out to me directly, and I'd love to help you. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.